this particular chapter, that is access specifier. Access specifier. And the beauty of this access specifier is we will be understanding the features as well. With the help of example, I will be showing you the features as well about the access specifier. Okay. So in our syllabus, we are having 3 varieties of access specifier, but I will be making you make you understand 4 types of access specifier that are factually present. Okay, our syllabus do not cover one access specifier, but talking about that particular access specifier will help you to understand other 3 varieties of the access specifier. So I will make sure I will be also saying that variety of the access specifier. Okay. Okay, so let's go. So I will be writing it as differentiate between. So first is the most common one that you are using, access specifier is public. And what is the meaning of access specifier? Which is it provides visibility to your program. Access specifiers provides visibility to your program. Visibility to your program means you can restrict key, you just see this part of the program, you are not allowed to watch that part of the program. This all control are lying in our access specifier. So first is public, and the second is default. Let me give a small space. Yes, default. Third is private. Okay, let me write protected. Then at last we will be dealing with private. Why I have given like this? Because I will be giving you the difference point. Okay, so first is public. What is this public? This public is such an access specifier. That means, see, where is our access specifier used? Let me first explain this. See, our access specifiers are usually given to 2 things. One is to member methods. Member methods are the place where do we usually give our access specifiers. Okay, and the other is to the class. Another is to the class. And class we will be not putting much effort, but we will be focusing much on our member methods. So you will be observing most of the time our public access specifier, these access specifiers are usually notified to our member methods, like public static void main, public void accept, this all. Okay, so if I will be talking about public, here I do mean that there will be a member method whose access specifier is public. Okay, just understand this particular thing, then I will be explaining you the features. Okay, let me give one example. With this I will be explaining. Suppose there is written public void abc. Suppose this is given. What does this mean? So here public is my access specifier, void is my return type, which signifies here that there is no return type, and abc is my name of the method, member method or function you can say. So the meaning of this is, I'm talking about the features of the of this particular ABC if it will be given the access specifier as public. So we can say this is a method which is accessible to all the classes of same or different package. Same or different package. I will be explaining every part. I will be explaining. Do not worry. Or different package. What does this same package and different package mean? Okay. First, let me clear you this particular part. See what happened. If there is a package, suppose let me consider this package 1 is my one package. So this particular package will be containing different class. Let me consider this is C1, C2. These are name of our class. So there will be also a different package. There is a possibility that in Java I will be having varieties. So here also suppose I am having C4. These are the classes. C6. And there is another package. Suppose package 3, here I am having C7. These are nothing but my class. Don't be confused. Okay. So this is the possibility. C9. Sorry. This is a possibility. Okay. One package will be containing varieties of the classes. Okay. So here, according to this particular example, here I am notifying that I am having 3 types of package. Package 1, this is just an example. I will be not going much deeper. I am just saying this particular thing are existing in the Java. There can be varieties of the package, and each package can is having the capability to contain groups of classes, and that is also varieties. Now my mean to this particular definition is, here I mean the meaning of this particular thing is that this is such a method. Whenever I will be providing public to a member method, that will be such a method that can easily be accessible to all the classes of same or different packages. The meaning of this is, let me bring it to you. Suppose dear, let me consider this particular, in this particular CA, there is a method which is given public. Suppose in class 1 I have given public void, and what was the name? The name is ABC. Suppose this is the method that is given to this particular class C1. So as this is given public, that means the meaning of this is, the meaning of what I have written, it is accessible to all the classes of the same or different package. That means this particular method will be accessible. This particular function is accessible to my class 2. Means my class 2 is having the capability to access my ABC, and this class 3 is also having the capability to access my method ABC. This is all about my single package, and as this is given public, other packages class are also having the capability to access this particular method. Just make sure that are you able to understand this particular thing or not. Just make sure. Yes, that means all this class 4, class 5, class 6 of different packages, these are of different packages, they are also having the ability to access my ABC, which is of C1, class C1. Why they has how they have got this independency? The independency is due to my access specifier public. As my access specifier here you can observe is public, that's why it is given chance. Anybody, classes of the same package or classes of other package can easily access to my method that is given the access specifier as public. Okay, this is the whole story of my access specifier public. Did you get this? Nice. Let me talk about now default. Default means what? Suppose there will be a function def. What do we mean by default? Default means if you will be not giving any access specifier, automatically that particular function is given an access specifier that is said to be as default. Okay, but that this is not there in the scope. That's why usually students are confused. This needs to be there, because if a scope is containing 3 varieties of the access specifier, why to left the one? That's why I'm making my students assure that you need to be have the exposure to all the varieties of the access specifier. So now let me talk about def. So this is such a function which is whose access specifier is nothing. Nothing means default. Okay, now let me talk about this. So this is a method which is accessible to all the classes of same package only. What does this mean? This means that if I will be highlighting this particular example, if I will be writing a method that is void def, as you can see, that means this def can be accessible only to what I have written, only to the classes of the same package. That means this C2 and the C2 and C3 can only access this. Other classes of other package cannot access to this particular cannot access to this particular what function. This is 3, this is 4, cannot be. 7 can class 8 cannot be, class 9 cannot be. Could you able to understand what I'm talking about there? Just let me know yes or no. Yes, that means this particular void def can only be accessed by all the classes of same package. As suppose this is the suppose this def that I have highlighted here is belong to the class C1. I am considering it belongs to the C1. That means the C2 and C3 can only access the methods of to this particular method def of the class C1. But do not worry, you will be never getting this much of complex questions in the form of programs. I have said this earlier, this is just a theoretical chapter. You need to have a qualitative knowledge based on this. Okay, so this is the whole story of my default access specifier. Now let me talk about protected. Protected means protected will be written, the keyword protected will be used. Protected void mn. Okay, suppose this is one of the example. Here I can write this, that this is a method, this is a method that is accessible to all the subclasses. Very important one, this one. Subclasses of same or different package. Different package. So what does this mean about this protected? If we will be looking to this is, see, this protected is very important, so it cannot be said here. I need to take a different place to explain this. Yeah, let me talk about the protected this. So see, we do have, if you are remembering, there is a feature of the object oriented programming, that is inheritance. Inheritance means what? The properties the properties of one class will be inspired from the properties of the other class, and there will be relation of like superclass, subclass, or parent class, child class, like that. So here it is saying that suppose there will be a class, suppose this is my pick as one. Listen to me very carefully, you will be enjoying this concept as well. And this is package 2, and this is package 3, and this all the packages. Suppose this is containing C3, C4, C5, C7, C8, C9, C9, and here suppose if I am having C1, C2, C6. Suppose these are the name of my classes, and here what happened, I have declared this protected void, what the name I have given, I feel I have given mn. Yes, suppose this is given protected. Now what happened, it is not ordinarily accessed by any of the classes of any package. No, what happened, this class need to have a relation, that is the inheritance relationship with any of the classes of any package. Suppose this class is having an inherited relationship with this C3, this is having a relationship with this C5, this particular class is having relationship with this particular C7 as inheritance. That means C1 will be the parent class, and this C3, C5, C7 that I am highlighting here will be my subclass. Just remember till this, do not go more deeper. Okay, for that you will be learning class 11 and 12 if you are joining any ISC. There it is, there we will be having programming based on the inheritance. Just to remember, suppose this will be the superclass. All superclass is said to be superclass because it is having subclass. Suppose these are my subclass, C3, C5, C7. Suppose these are my subclass, and let me take another. Suppose C2 is also my subclass. Okay, so here it says that it is not observing same package or different package. It is just saying us that that particular class method, the method that is mn, is accessible to all the subclasses that may be present in a package or that may be present in other packages. Now could you able to understand this? That means it is accessible to, so here it is accessible to C2, C3, C5 and C7. Make sure that you have understood this. So this particular method, yes, very good. This particular method, that is MN, is accessible to C2, C3, C5 and C7. Examiner may ask you why. So you need to say that probably the C2, C3, C5 and C7 might be the subclasses of this particular C1 class. Not probable, this is the only reason. That's why that is where this definition stands here. This is a method that is accessible to all the subclasses of same or different package. It won't be looking for whether I'm having a same package or different package. It will be just looking for, are they the subclasses? If yes, then they can access to my superclasses classed method. Okay, now let me talk about the private. Suppose somebody has given private void DEP. Suppose somebody has given private void DEP. So let me highlight the definition. This is a method that has least accessibility, we can say, accessibility or visibility. That is, they are accessible only to its own class. This is all about private. The meaning of this is, suppose, let me write over here. Suppose, dear, if here you will be having package 1, package 2 and package 3, even though you have as many packages. Suppose here I am having C1, C2. Suppose there are 3 classes. So here I am having C4, C5, C6, and here I am having C7, C8, C9, C8 and C9. Okay, suppose these all are there. So here if this particular C2 is a class which is where this is declared private void DEP. Okay, what does this particular private access specifier says? It says that this particular method is only accessible to its own class. That's hello. Yeah. Sorry, I feel there was some problem with mic. Yeah. Now I feel it's fine. So what was I about to say? Yeah. Yes. Now is it fine? Yes. So the meaning to this is, so private void DEP. That means this is only accessible to this. So any other class remain will be not able to access a particular function that is having the keyword as private. So this is a common question you will be observing in your exam. Least visibility or least accessibility. Least visibility or least accessibility. Name an access specifier that has least accessibility or least visibility. So the answer will be private. And which is having a high accessibility, that is none other than this public.